So following the end of the last episode, things were looking quite bleak, and I was having a slight breakdown. Our fortunes have picked up. I've made an interesting discovery, and I've already broken my rule from the save. After noticing it, I then broke it again. Welcome back. We have episode 10 now of our Wrexham club build. The only way is Wrexham. That's not what it's called at all. We're back to the top of the league. We're having an absolute, I don't know, clusterfuck of a season. It's probably the only way. We dropped down to about 6th or 7th, I think that is. Climbed our way all the way back up in our 11 games that we've had since you were last with us. We've played 1 in the cup, our final game in the cup for the year, and then 10 straight league games after that. So I've got a little bit to update you on. Shimanga is currently our top scorer with 21 goals, so he's been in with the goals. We've had another fella that's playing up top with him through injuries and issues with legitimacy of players. It's not the word. So yeah, our other striker supporting him has got in the goals, which surprised me. We followed the 6-2 thrashing from Gateshead with a 2-2 draw / win against Harrogate Town in our final kind of game in the EFL Trophy. It's too little too late for us. We didn't have the points needed to go through. Before we jump into that any further, if you could do me a favour, like, subscribe, show your support on the channel, it would be greatly appreciated. Would show a lot. Would help the channel no end. And our striker I was talking to you about is Elliot Lee. He's doing quite well recently. It's dropped off a bit his form wise, but in the last 5 games he's scored 5, got 1 assist. It's just behind my head, I don't know if you can see. But in total this season he's got 8. I'm pretty sure he didn't score many at all, if any, when he was playing the supporting striker role behind the 2 guys up front before. And our first league game after that saw us take the lead in the 76th minute away from home against Hartlepool. We then conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes in classic fashion to lose the game 3-2. I was getting quite annoyed. Lee didn't really have much of an impact on that game, but Shimanga did get himself back in the score sheet. Dan Scarr picking up man of the match. Shimanga again getting into the goals, Johnny Howson scoring in a 2-0 win against Grimsby. Followed that up with a 3-1 win away from home against Swindon, a brace from Matty Funnell, Elliot Lee scoring on 69th to pretty much secure the game. 3-1 away from home. Pretty decent result against a strong team as well. Followed that up with another game, a 1-0, another goal for Elliot Lee, and a buttload of bookings as well actually. But it's not important. What is important is another 3 points on the board. Stevenage next, a brace from Lee this time, another goal from Shimanga. They had goals in the 9th and 91st, but it's too little too late for them. I've already said it once this episode, I'll say it again. 3-2 win, 3 points on the board for us. And if we're looking at stats in this game actually, it's probably edged into Stevenage's favour, but I couldn't care less because we got the damn points. Mansfield up next, getting slapped about from our new star striker, Elliot Lee. 3-0, he's getting a brace, Shimanga's scoring again, as they did in the previous game. 3 points, once more, another little green counter on the board. Accrington Stanley this time. I wasn't paying much attention when I sorted the team out. Played Naki Wells, he scored, the only goal of the game, picked us up 3 points. That was the part where I broke the rules of the save that I've made for myself. So after this game, I dropped him down to the under-21s, and I've listed him and sold him. So he has actually left already. And he does make another appearance. Unfortunately so. Gillingham up next. A brace for Shimanga this time. Just the 1 goal from Lee. 3-2. Another late goal for the team playing against us, but too little too late once more. 3-2. And our winning streak slows down a little bit with a 2-2 draw against Notts County. They scored in the 45th and 46th minute. I'm pretty sure that's either side of half time. It wouldn't surprise me if it was 2 very quick goals. I can't really remember, to be quite honest. It was a while ago. But Ollie Palmer is back in after his injury, getting 2 goals and a decent performance as well from him. And our most recent game, a 3-3. A brace from Shimanga, a goal from Thomas O'Connor, and Naki Wells on his first day at Forest Green scores a brace against us, as he does, because it's his old team, and we sold him when we probably shouldn't have done, but it's my self-imposed rules that he wasn't aware of. Reece Brown also scored to complete the goal scorers. Not a bad result, but it's not ideal, and it's really frustrating to concede goals, 2 of which against the guy that I was paying up to about, 20 hours before the game. And all of that leads us into our game against Doncaster. The team currently occupying the position behind us in the league, so it's first against second. We're going with Nicky Townsend in goal, Scar, Aimson and Thornley across the back 3, Evans just in front of them with McLaughlin and Banks, not Baines, out wide. Osborne, Howson in the middle, and then Lee is supporting Shamanga up top, as they've done a few times. We've had a slight tweak to the tactic. I was watching RDS video. He played one very similar to this, and I thought, right, how's he getting this tactic to work? So I've made the centre mids less aggressive, and again, I can't really remember what else there was. It was a long time ago. But we've just chilled off a bit. We're not being quite so aggressive as a kind of formation. It seems to be doing the job, as you can see. But we want to keep it up at the Eco Power Stadium. Aimson on the ball. I had been playing with the screen zoomed out like an aggressive amount. I appreciate it may make the people a little bit too small for you, so I'm going to zoom back in. But if that isn't an issue, then let me know, because I'll zoom out and I'll play it as I was when I was playing off camera. Evans has the ball in the middle though. He's got a few bodies in front of him. Knocks it out to McLaughlin on the right. Jesus, he gets a decent shot off. Mitchell's equal to it. 5 minutes in, we've got a corner out on our left side, which we do see. Never usually guaranteed. Banks puts it in towards the near post. Thornley, and his head's just over. So with us drawing at the moment, Wimbledon are actually top of the league. They're picking up 3 points as it stands against Mansfield away from home. We have Exeter and Leighton just behind, but there's a 4-point drop off between Doncaster and those two. Barlow had a free kick out on the left. Noyle picks up the save from the goalkeeper. Close, Anderson, and it's cleared. Lee is not going to be able to get to that anyway. But I don't think this is a throw in from that. I couldn't tell you. Evans knocks it full to Lee. Banks back into Thornley at centre back. The momentum has just dropped up behind my head. I don't think you can see it, but it's been quite heavily in our favour, except for the last kind of like 5-minute gap. But that may very well change as well. Clayton picks up the ball, puts it out to Molineux on their left side. He's driving in and he shoots it quite a bit over, actually, to be fair. Banks has a free kick on their left side. Towards Scar at the back post. It's a penalty. Oh, I mean, if I wasn't on camera, I wouldn't be doing this. But I am on camera, so obviously we have to feck about, don't we? How much do I want to feck about? I can give it to the goalkeeper. Nah, I'm going to be a good boy. Get rid of it. I believe Shamanga's going to be the boy taking it now. He's already got 21 for the season. We'll give him his 22nd from... No, we won't. No, we won't. Who's taking it? Lee. I actively took him off penalty taking duties. Took it anyway. Fair play to the lad. He refused to let it go, but he scored his 10th of the season, so I'm perfectly fine with it. If you go against me and feck up, then I'm going to shout at you. Otherwise, crack on, do what you want. Maxwell with a throw-in on the left side for Donny, throws it into the box. I thought Scar was going to be able to collect that, but he hasn't been able to, and it puts it all the way back to Clayton. I was going to say Adam Clayton. I'm not even sure that's a footballer. I definitely know it is one of the guys from U2. Taylor has a volley there, hits the side netting. Fortunate not for that to challenge the goalie a little bit more. Evans has the ball in the middle, knocks it out towards... Oh, geez, okay. I thought that was going out to the winger. Turns out straight to Shamanga, who volleys it in. 68 minutes on the clock, 2-0 to us. Looking a little bit more comfortable now. I'll see if there's any subs that we can make to try and secure this a little bit more. But a brilliant run off, volley, and kind of catches the goalie unawares there. Beautiful. Barlow, free kick out towards Biggins on the far post area. Puts it back into the box. Shamanga just boots it up. Lee, for some reason, is the guy forward for us. Alowu and then Mitchell on the ball, their goalkeeper. He lumps it up. I haven't made any subs, I've just realised. Hurst on the ball. He's gone for the lob. Oh, and it hits the crossbar. We'll make those subs that I was just threatening. See what we can do with them. So, Banks come out for Osborne. We'll bring Osborne then out onto the left side, obviously. Banks is coming off for O'Connor. Why the hell not? McLaughlin for Howson. I've just got, apparently, I've only got guys that can cover the wing that are already playing centre mid, which hasn't helped for them being awake or not tired at the very least. It's fine. Perfectly fine. So we swapped wide centre backs and wide midfielders. We've now got everyone tired. Kind of. Actually, no. I don't know. I'm a little bit. We're tired wide in defence, but tired through the. I don't know. I've confused myself. I don't know what's going on. You know what's going on. It's fine. It's fine. Our wide centre backs are fresh. They know what's going on. They can deal with the wide danger. our wide midfielders are a little bit more tired, but they're having a good game. So they've got the little pump for that. The centre mids are now fresh. It's fine. Don't know why it's took me 15 attempts, but what it has taken us is to full time, 2-0 away from home against the guys that were chasing us. That is a fantastic result. Comfortable so as well. Following up that strong result against Donny, we are back. We have Salford, a team who have beaten us twice this year so far, and we haven't actually managed to score against. So, what better time to play them than when we're on our pump? We have Townsend in goal, Morrison, Aimson, Thornley as the back three. Wing just in front of them with Howson and Davies completing the midfield. Hosanna and Osborne are our wide players, with Palmer this time up front with Shamanga. Townsend on the ball for us. Puts it in towards Aimson, Thornley, and then Davies in the middle. Nice little play from the guys. We are actually, I think I said earlier, we're a little bit less aggressive. We are a bit more with the pressing. The defence are on a higher line rather than standard where we used to be. The pressing itself is slightly shorter, but the tempo is just as quick as it was. And we do kind of offer a counter press. Rather than before, I didn't have anything clicked in that little section. So we're a little bit more kind of aggressive, but not vastly. Decent attack for us there, built up, and dealt with by Bolton, their defender. So we've been to half-time, out the other side, and Davies has himself a free kick. About 30-something yards out. He stood over it. Is he going to go for a shot here? He is. Oh, and he pulls a brilliant save out of Cairns. And that's it. That's all we see. Thought we were going to have a little bit more of a build-up or a follow-up from it, but no. Mallon with the free kick now for Salford, towards the back post, and it's nodded out by Howson. Bailey's going to pick up that loose ball, over to Watt, back into Bailey, O'Brien, and then all the way back to Toure. Winchester, O'Brien, Toure. Nice little just short passes for him. They're the ones that are looking comfortable now. We'll look at making some subs shortly. Just depends, obviously, what's going to come from this attack. Pemberton. Right, Palmer has made the interception. Feeds it through to Shamanga. He's got no one really in front of him. They did well, really, to kind of funnel him down and quieten that attack. I'm a little bit concerned that the highlight's still going on. Salford defence just playing it between themselves. Do you fancy making a mistake, giving us the ball, letting us score a goal? No, it just ended? Well, fair enough. Yeah, Osborne hasn't looked particularly impressive in either of these games today, so we'll bring him out for Banks. I'm going to bring Shamanga out for Lee as well. I didn't put any of the other youngsters on the bench. Wasn't the best foresight from me. We'll bring Wing off for Evans. And Morrison can come out for Scar, because when he plays pretty well. If we don't manage to pick up a win from this, it will see Wimbledon not only ahead of us, but with a game in hand, which isn't ideal. Who's playing today? Who else has played? Oh, we've got an injury. Jordan Davies. Okay. I believe I've got another centre mid on the bench. Yeah, we'll bring Mundell on for him. I think he can just be a nice little straight swap, which is good. Not ideal to lose Davies through injury, but it is what it is. Donny have played the extra game, actually. They're still 4 points behind us. Still haven't scored against them, but we didn't lose this time. And that was a pretty short game. Not a fat lot happened. Ooh, so Davies has fractured his lower arm. He can go to a specialist doctor or he can play through. I'm just going to get him to play through. It does mean that I'll manually need to add him to the team because for some reason when I do that, the assistant doesn't like to put him in the team, which isn't ideal. We are in January at the moment. I don't think there's a fat lot that we're going to do. So I'll probably look at coming back maybe for the Wimbledon and Hartlepool games. Seems like a decent pairing. Hartlepool is 16th, Wimbledon currently first. Potentially Crewe and Wimbledon. I'm not sure. We'll see how many transfers I have actually done by the end of it. If it's quite a few, I might just come back for Wimbledon. But I hope that you'll join me there for that. And if you have enjoyed today's episode, do me a favour, like, subscribe. As I mentioned earlier, it would mean the world. We have an items on screen as well, so you can carry on watching. And if you haven't been watching XCOM, get yourself over there, because it's world fun. Thank you very much for your time.